more often than not been the mind games. The in-game leaders calling them across the map, just info plays throughout here. Long smoke has landed, so sure they can have this mid control if they'd like. The AWP of James starting over towards B, but still plenty of time, as we know, to get himself a positional advantage. Mid control completely taken here. And James will start to make the way back over.
Doesn't move a muscle, and he's not going to have to just yet. It's long instead. Smoked well, good time. James loses vision though and throws a nade to try and punish. But yeah, as you were discussing, I think the path of least resistance.
They just used all their smokes on A right now. NaVi have nothing left. They only have a couple of flashes. Make that one flash right now to execute anyway. They have to play through with this fake right here. They've left Kickit on B.
It has to be the all-in. Nothing Kickit throws at you now can stop you. But it will, because look, he's got what he's got in his cache, hidden just by the bricks. He's got another one of those. Exactly where it came from, 30 seconds. Flames are down, flashes in, Kickit blind, and NaVi burning. NPL 5, 6 HP, Perfecto on 5. The bomb will go down.
And that's the round. That's the round right there. Kickit needed to get a multi-kill, or it's just going to be a save call. So NaVi, they break through. Easy as you like here. And they could even start hunting right now if they want. There's still more pressure to be applied in this round. Sure, the bomb's down. You can try and remove some rifles here from outsiders if you would like, but that just seems way too easy. And that's when it looked very difficult. Outsiders again going for this gambling nature late, and you could see all the util expended by NaVi on towards that site. The fact that you're going B with just a flash in your hand and you still make it work, the efficiency out of that. Well handled here, and they're up to 12, and they're looking to close things in 2 maps.
It's like it's less exciting the frag onto Kickit. What's more exciting is the reason that he's alone on the site with 30 seconds left, and it's all through the way in which NaVi were pulling those strings. They made it convincing enough on that A side that James, the wizard of Counter-Strike, he's oh so wise, was fooled.
Yeah, but it looks like NaVi are going to have outsiders number again, right? You look at the head-to-heads between these two teams, sure, there's not a lot to reference, but NaVi, we talk about the powerhouse of a region right here. Mentally speaking, you come into a game against this team, you know you're up against the big brother, you know you get pushed around by these guys. These are the big names, the simples in the server, right? It's not just him, Electronic as well. This guy back since 2018 in this roster doing an awful lot of work. It's just scary, the name value alone, and, well, they're going to have to make their names count right here. Remember, outsiders, Rio major champions. Here to try and prove that it wasn't a fluke. They've gone for the upgrade, brought in Chiron, made their way to the playoffs. Both of these teams looking a bit like the walking wounded, trying to piece things together right in front of our eyes. And right now, NaVi look like they've got what it takes to break through here on Inferno.
Oftentimes we see the player with the only big gun try and take a bit of an early initiative. You can see Flitz flirting with it. Flash, perfect, and trade. Simple does get away. Damage onto James.
And they got the long control. They know the orbs towards B. They're punishing this right now. Big space taken. Bits found another.
Yeah, he's quaking now. Poor Fame. What's he supposed to do? Gets down the smoke, holds his breath. It's all him. And look at Kickit and James, they're still on B. They've given him, sold him down the river. See what you got, mate. See what you got, because NaVi have got 13.
Starting to pick up steam right now, and more comments from Blade Rat talking about how he thinks that their meta is a little bit outdated here. The outsiders are starting to run. So as far as the brains are concerned, NaVi look like they have their number. This is the T side. They're just consistently making the right calls, the right moves. That's the trade back. James, if he was able to get that kill, a completely different conversation this round. And then they activate with that information towards this A side of the map here, and you bang on. If Fame gets a couple kills, yeah, maybe we consider it. But if he doesn't, well, he's done. We need to preserve this AWP. They'll get Kickit into an AK, sure, but we are getting right now into the danger zone for this map. Only 2 CT rounds for outsiders thus far. That was the pistol that they couldn't convert. Remember, Electronic in the second round to play the Tech 9. It was a late force by call. They pull it together. He gets 3 massive kills. He only has 7 in total for this half, but that impact has been felt. It's put NaVi up to slews. 3 sets of rounds here in 2 consecutive fashions. Breaking streak as we look now to an outsider's buy. Do they take the fight? Do they start changing things up? What is the difference maker going to be here? Because they're giving away a lot of control. You've seen Kickit and Flick passive in scenarios over towards B. Just there, they tried a bit of late round aggression.
What will that change-up be? Flit thinks aggression could be the answer, and with frags like that from Kickert, it could be. The wrench in the works, 3 early frags on the banana fight. That is a complete different look. And Flit will use his low HP, given the advantage, just as a report, a beacon, and a fast flank. If nothing comes knocking.
It's kind of crazy. They've left Flit on low HP, just so committed. Sure, a resmoke, that's great. Simple's going to have a look elsewhere, just going to walk past the line of the AWP.
You need the element of surprise. It's gone. Safe reposition from Fame. Kickert as well. Waiting for Jame. Setup adjusted. Or posted and collects. Comfortable for Outsider's response. Counter-Strike conversation underway, and Outsider's voice concerns.
Well, there was the change-up, that banana aggression following through with 3 players right there, getting everything they would have wanted and more. That was Kickert who took a lot of damage, top banana at the start of the round to the utility rally. But then they pull in all the frags here, and another timeout, 3rd here. This will be on the NaVi side of things, so they lose a round. Blade's more than happy to get in the ear straight away, and if they can hold them here, they can close. Jame pivoting in at the right time, and sure, it was an attempt from Simple and Electronic there, right? They had nothing to work with, just looking for a gap, trying to isolate a couple of fights, unable to do so.
I think Katowice is trying to will this to be a 2-0. They want liquid vitality. That's coming up. And so is more NaVi T-side attempts. Let's see if they can evade that opening gambit. Outsider's unlikely to throw anything similar again. And Simple knows it. Simple knows it. He decided to take a more aggressive stance and turns safe. Flit down. At the start of the round, this time, Simple takes matters into his own hands.
He's just calling an execute here. He wants pressure. Simple doing an awful lot of talking. Smokes are in the air. Flashes are coming through too. Chiron has to stop this.
He's got nothing. A smoke, a nade, and a lost sight. An NPL gone elsewhere. They don't even have the bomb, but he just wants blood. Simple throws caution to the wind. Runs through the smoke. Kickert will receive, and now what do we have?
NaVi can re-execute. They've got 2 more smokes. Coffins and CT can come out once more. They should be able to get in and get this bomb down.
That space should be a plant. Maybe not on default. Flames will cancel plans. Fake. Behind the smoke. They might push on this. Planting with so many enemies around you. 3 versus 4. Stakes. Pushing. Fragging. Deathmatch from NaVi! 2 headshots, take the space back. Fame trying to relinquish control and can't handle perfecto.
James going to save again. There's no way he gets involved in this. That was a number advantage situation. Felt like Simple just gave away the game right there, just pushing forward, taking that fight, running through a smoke. He goes down. The fact that they could execute again, and you can see it from Jamie, can't quite believe it.
I'm telling you, man, I think you can see it in Simple's moves. He, just like the crowd, wants to get this done in 2.
But this is the thing, right? We can sit back and we can wait, or I can go in and I can fight them. And that seems to be the answer right here, because that's not the first time he's run up Banana in that fashion, taking those fights in between the flames. And he's the one calling the execute. Yo, let's go. Let's take the fight. They're not playing the site. Let's get in there. Let's apply this pressure. Let's not play their game. Let's play our game. And NaVi trying to flip the script where they found some of their better success. And this is Electronic. He throws the molly. He says, boys, come with me. We're taking back this Ruins control. We have no real estate. We can't play from back of sight. They'll whittle us down. We take the fight to Outsiders. We get ourselves 14.
Relief. That's how that reads, and quite the contrary for Dastan, coach of Outsiders. Just had his 30 seconds on the mic. That's what that sound signals. And now it's time for Jame to put the pieces in the right place. It's a long run now to that 16. Not for NaVi. Just 3 rounds to boast from Outsiders' defense. And they need 5 more. NaVi to secure the semi. In 2 rounds time, Simple again trying to take a lot of space for a little. It's a single Molotov late and a clear. Step 1, complete. Molly heard. Nade seen.
And no information for outsiders. They're passive across the map. That flash a little bit shy. More than happy to call top banana clear though, and they could just execute towards this B bomb site once again. James can't find himself in the action here. The move from the play right now is going all the way back to spawn is Simple and Electronic. They're going to pick up a couple of extra goodies here. Any utility that they've invested in, they can pick up and they can go against. And more flashes, that's going to clear off a couple more angles, and especially important when you're dealing with an AWP of James. But full banana control. They can take top mid if they'd like it. A lot of spaces, outsiders are trying to hold on to their util. Kick it with a bunch over towards B. Fame once more. James, Molly as well here.
Damn, Simple is talking a lot. Astute observation. James playing on the short side. Safe from the flash. Shot to the crotch. Electronic's gone. And so is most of the round. We've got 30 seconds now. Hamstrung into the site, flashed. Alive. Bit the opposite, and that's the setup. The A site once again prevails unless Simple can do something ungodly. There's 2 on the site. You've got 14 seconds. Oh, God, he's got Chiron. And James still there, bodyguarded nicely. Flit to save them. And no time for fun and games. 5 seconds as James secures 12.
This is really stubborn out of outsiders here. The fact that NaVi have banana control early again. They're applying pressure again. And then they're not playing and not hedging over towards that side of the map. They're just playing the same setup, right? Allowing just Flit and Kick It to try and deal with it on their own, right? And trying to call ahead of the pack here. And the stubborn calling helped them out a lot. It meant that they were into the stack, that NaVi thought that they were able to fake them across the map here, and that was not the case whatsoever. MPL down to a bit of a Mac 10 here, and that could be telling of an apartments pop. And now the mind games come back in. Outsiders starting 4 over towards B just to drop a lot of utility to help out Kick It and Flit. Now, if this is faster over towards A, which is potentially the case here, Bit and MPL are already making their way through halls. Electronic throwing an early smoke over towards that long side. This could be an apartments pop. Do they want to take the bomb with them? That's the question. Currently on the back a Bit. This is more direct indeed.
Can they break them? These 2 guns, Chiron and Fame, have made it work every time. But this is more direct. This is quick. NPL, straight out of the skies. James takes him down, brought down low, but so is Bit. Chiron reveals himself, and NaVi with nothing to show for it. 2 up short, crossfire set, still no contact given. The friction comes from Electronics. Peek, and a good peek at that. Flit, victim, and he's into the site. 1 more to find, and Fame meets his fate. Oh man, these rounds determined by independent brilliance at that point.
I want to say decision time here for outsiders, but of course we know what the decision's going to be. 15 now secured for NaVi, and the fact that they just stand, they just posture their weight. Electronic. This is exactly what he's been known for, right? I know it's only 10 kills, but you can think about some of the rounds he's had impact. You break streak, pissed around for outsiders, Electronic steps up. Around the loop, done. Losing the 2 opening kills, MPL and Bit both go down. He steps up once more with a double kill. Just peels their way into 15 rounds right now. NaVi just 1 away. Heroic are waiting in the wings for this. Traditionally a pretty hard matchup for KDN and co.
Yeah, I think in the interview he said something like, we play them 10 times, we win 1. Well, I'm sure they're watching and probably biting through their nails as it looks like NaVi getting ever closer to securing that head-to-head in the semi-finals here in Katowice, Poland. Outsiders, 3 consecutive defensive rounds, or it is curtains. Look at this, the second as well. The angle, elevated. You know Flit's not pre-aiming that. And Perfecto the awareness, knowing Fame plays A, still alive and kicking. NaVi, 3 opportunities, 3 match points. A forward smoke to sow seeds of doubt for that B defense, and ouch, Kick It swallows a nade. Perfecto the same. An equivalent exchange.
Again, Simple, lots of talking here. Just He has a lot of control of the map here by being the player deep in. Banana wants to take that fight, calling for the follow-up util. There's the flash. And again, this pressure applied to Kick It and Chiron. Well, Chiron, see, you don't say that one over towards B all that often. This could be the knockout blow. Everybody congregating Banana. Enough silly business. Let's close this together. Enough for an execute here as a softening nade lands between two. Skittled down Electronic and MPO, half HP.
Still 5 hearts beating, albeit low. Smoke for smoke, flash as well.
They have to go.
NaVi really don't want to be thrown. Oh, Chiron, he's going down 100-0 in the Molotov. It's Kick It only the one, and down goes Fame. He gets nothing done. Jame will have to save them. Not ready there for this, as Electronic again with impact. 4 already in the round he wants, and he takes by force. Quad kill on match point. Electronic will ace to close. We're off to the semi-finals. NaVi condemn outsiders to a pack in their suitcase, as NaVi will meet Heroic on Saturday.
Massive stuff here from NaVi. This team putting themselves back together again. Last year, a tumultuous task. This year, a new young blood in the server. MPO holding his own, finding impact throughout, playing with some of the biggest names in Counter-Strike. And one of those biggest names, Electronic, stepping up huge in the second half. The in-game lead.